Hello, welcome back to the last bit of carbon dating. This is your host, Cookie Universal, and let's get right into it now, shall we? Episode 4. Yagai! I awoke to the text from my mom reading. Breakfast in 10. Groaning, I grabbed some new clothes and took a quick shower. By the time I made it downstairs, my parents were already eating. You're late again. Okay. Don't worry, dear. How have you been? Are classes going okay? Pretty good, I suppose. I actually just started a club. Oh, that's wonderful, Alex. What kind of club? It's an environmental activism club. After hearing about the forest, a few friends and I decided that we would have to do something. Well, I think that is fantastic, don't you, Delore? Don't you think it might be better to join a club that does actual work? You can't get a job hugging trees, kid. You know what, asshole? I didn't ask. My God. You know, Dad, you always talk about how I don't have enough respect. Maybe it's because you don't respect a single thing about me and my life. Alex, I've just about had it with you. That's not it, honey. Delroy, just try to see it from his perspective. Look, I'm gonna be late for school. See you later. I went to school frustrated and confused. I was still thinking about my fights with Nathan and my parents during the free period. It was difficult to concentrate on anything. Nah, I fucking feel that, bro. I really related to that just now. I decided to study for my upcoming history test. If I got a bad grade, things with my parents would get even worse. When I got home later that night, Mom and Dad were talking aggressively in the kitchen. If you'd only just listen. I just don't know. Oh, Alex. Mom got up and walked over while Dad finished his drink and lumbered upstairs. Hi, sweetie. How was your day? Well, honey, your father has been having a hard time recently. Oh, really? You would never admit it, but even your father has his limits. Well, business has been bad at the shop, and one of his friends from the Marines passed away very recently. Oh, I had no idea. All I'm asking is that you don't give your father such a hard time. He may do a poor job showing you a time, but he does love you. You know that, right? And honey, you know you can come to your father or myself with anything, right? Yeah, Mom, I know. Okay, sweetie, have a good night. Episode 5. It was a morning like any other, except it wasn't. My heart was pounding as I threw all my shit together in my backpack for school. I was gonna walk to school with Letta. I got a text from Letta. It read, "Get your ass out here. How long are you gonna make me wait?" I threw my backpack over my shoulder and ran down the stairs. I threw open the door. There she was, giving me her usual dumb grin. What are you looking at? With half full brains? Do I have something on my face? Nothing. You just look good. Thanks, I guess? You're being weird. But okay anyway, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. We were only a couple of blocks from school. It was warm out, but there was a refreshing breeze. Hey, so I don't know if you heard about this yet, but there's a party at Magroon Lagoon Saturday night. Maybe I should dance for a chat to meet a lucky lad or lady. I guess. Hey, maybe I'm single because I want to be. Nah, just kidding. Letta invited me to a party. My heart raced. I couldn't wait. English class was such a drag. We had been covering romanticism for what felt like an eternity. Miles was staring out the window as usual. I wondered what he was thinking about. Let me just be a little bit extra. Psst, Miles, dude. Earth to Miles. Huh? What's up? There's a party at Magroon Lagoon on Saturday. You should come with. I don't know, dude. I've never been to a party before. I'm not trying to get busted for drinking or something stupid while waiting here back at the colleges. Aw, man, live a little. Dude, please. Letta invited me. Letta invited me. She expects me to be there. I could really use some backup. That's what this is about? You're going so you can hit on Letta? No, I mean, It's not like that. She's just cool.
Excuse me, gentlemen,
Our teacher said.
I hope I'm not interrupting your oh-so-important conversation with my teaching. I'm sorry if you don't mind or find the Lady of Charlotte as interesting as the rest of us.
Miles was visibly frustrated. He's such as a goody two-shoe. He always hated getting in trouble with our teachers. His eyes were telling me to leave it alone for now. But there was no way he wasn't coming at all. Come on, dude. When have I ever asked you for anything? Do it for me? Fine. Just stop nagging me. Also, you owe me whatever I want from the vending machine. Deal, thank you. You won't regret the...
Ahem! Mr. Delroy and Mr. Devapart, our teacher exclaimed. Care to explain to the class what the two of you have decided more important than our...
Sorry, ma'am. It won't happen again.
It better not. One more disruption from you two and you'll be serving detention with me this evening.
Boy, ain't nobody want to fucking deal with your detention. Shut up. Yeah, let's just focus on the class. It had been a long day. I was just hoping to rely on basketball practice as a distraction, but Nathan was clearly ignoring me. Whatever. I decided just to focus on. The team was split up into 2 smaller teams and play practice scrimmage. And of course, coach put me and Nathan on the same team. It's the last thing I actually wanted. In the last few minutes of our scrimmage game, I made my way up the court. I was open, ready to shoot. Nathan and I made eye contact. Instead of passing to me, he passed the ball to one of the teammates who was being covered. The ball was intercepted by the other team. My God, get a hold of yourself, Nathan. Nathan looked over to me, but I just ignored him. We lost the practice scrimmage game, and coach gave us a lecture. I just kept my mouth shut, packed up quickly, and went to my locker room. And headed home, not a word spoken to Nathan. Nathan was being a dick, and it pissed me off, but I was more focused on upcoming club kickoff meeting. Facts, you do that, bro. Episode 6. I arrived at school feeling nervous but excited. I was going to announce the club over the school intercom. I made my way to the office, checked with the receptionist, prepared for the morning announcements. Good morning, students of Carson High. Starting off our announcements today is a new club announcement from Alex Morgan. Alex, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna do it extra as hell. Alright, everybody, listen up. Somerville has decided to take away our forest. We will not be idly standing by and let them do that. We deserve to have our voice heard. We'll be hosting our first meeting of the Somerville Deforestation Prevention Club today after school. Don't let them think they can take our forest away. Fuck them and fuck that. Mr. Morgan, language. Apologies for the slip up. Everyone, clearly Alex here is very passionate about this subject. The principal then moved on with the announcements and I grabbed my backpack and made my way to homeroom. I had a history test coming up. I sat down at my desk. It was time for a history exam and I'm so glad I prepared for it. My classmate in front of me passed back the stack of tests. Looking at the first page, I felt like I knew the right answers to everything. I felt confident. One of the questions asked when the Battle of Kursk ended and who won. Another about the Battle of Berlin, and I could answer both no problem. I finished the test, looked it over once or twice just to check, and then passed it in. Now all I had to worry about was the SDP kickoff meeting. Yikes. Our kickoff meeting for SDP Somerville Deforestation Prevention Club has officially started. Miles, Letta, a couple of other Carson High students showed up. Welcome to the kickoff meeting for Somerville Deforestation Prevention Club. We're going to protect our forest with all we've got. Miss Gonzalez asked me if I did any preparation. I told her I had not gotten around to it. Yeah, because of the studying. She seemed slightly disappointed but understood that I had other responsibilities to worry about. Why is she crying, bro? We discussed some of the important first steps we should take as an SMO, such as starting social media accounts and planning events. Tell me, Alex, why did you start this club? What is so important about the forest? That's like saying, why are trees important to help us breathe? And why do they exist? Why are they important to our lives? To protect a sacred place that's home to many memories. It's very admirable of you. We'll do what we can to preserve the forest for everyone here in Somerville. Thank you. I see you all next Friday. Alright everyone, first club meeting is officially dismissed. Next week we're going to start discussing what we want to do our first event, sorry. Thanks for coming. And our last chapter, chapter 7. I got up and went downstairs for the breakfast. The breakfast? Okay, anyways. Mom was at the dining table. Dad was nowhere to be seen. Yada yada yada. Skip through it, please. I slept great. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad to hear that. As you can see, your father went to work early. Hey, can we talk about something real quick? What's on your mind?
Why is Dad always so hard on me?
Oh, honey, don't worry, he's hard on you because he cares about you. He just wants you to be successful.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between success and happiness.
Aren't you happy, Alex?
I think so. I'm just stressed, that's all. I shoveled the rest of my food into my mouth and then started heading out for the front door. Before leaving, I turned back to Mom. I'm heading out for the day, just going to hang out on a thing tonight, and I'll be home a little later after dinner, so don't wait up. I left home in a rush, but spent most of the days just walking around listening to 1975. As it started getting later, I headed to the Miles place to pick up Miles for the party, and then after picking him up, we head basically to Magoon Lagoon. Come on, Miles, hurry up, we're almost there. Bro, slow down, dude. It's not like we're even late. I slowed down to let Miles catch up. Oh my god, I swear. Ugh, thank you. Miles hunched over and exhaled. He was clearly out of breath. Magoon Lagoon is the other side of this boardwalk. You ready? Are you? I nodded with a huge grin and off we went. As we approached ML, we could see tons of Carson High kids partying their asses off. I looked over at Miles. As the music got louder, he looked more and more uneasy. You want to get something to drink? He nodded no, but followed me when I told him I was getting one. Okay then, fucking puppy dog. Grabbed a drink, and Miles and me went and sat down by the water's edge. Letta was off in the distance kissing some guy I didn't recognize. My heart sank. Miles noticed it too and immediately tried to get my attention. Are you okay, dude? He already knew I wasn't. Not really. This fucking blows. What are you gonna do now? Damn, my fucking friend is crying for me? That's crazy. I looked at Miles and then looked back at the booze. He tried to talk me out of it, but it was no use. I was getting smashed. I grabbed a beer and chugged it while Miles stared at me agape. Throwing the can aside, I chugged another one, desperate to dull my sense. Alex, are you sure this is, I don't know, healthy? I spent my whole life being healthy. Don't you think I owe a night of doing whatever the hell I want? You know, I think I'm just gonna go home. Hopefully you'll come to your senses and do the same. Angry at Miles, Letta, and the rest of the world, I continued to drink. To be honest, it wasn't much fun. I didn't have too many friends at the party, and I started to feel sick after the 6th beer. God dang. It was nearing dark. When I returned home, I stumbled into my room and flopped onto my bed. With a raging stomach, and sleep wasn't an option. And whenever I closed my eyes, it felt like the world was spinning. I gotta get my feet and stumbled to the bathroom. Kneeling by the toilet, I turned to the fan, an attempt to mask the sound of me retching. After a few minutes of heaving, I wiped up my mess and returned to my room feeling considerably better. When I closed my eyes this time, the spinning sensation was less powerful. I grabbed my earbuds and drifted off listening to my sleep playlist. Tomorrow would be a better day. And that is all for now. Carbon dating, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe.